As if things haven't gotten crazy enough lately, geoengineering test quietly launches salt crystals into atmosphere. April 4th, 2024, from that bastion of conspiracy theory reporting, The Scientific American. A solar geoengineering experiment in San Francisco could lead to brighter clouds that reflect sunlight. The risks are numerous. The nation's first outdoor test to limit global warming by increasing cloud cover launched Tuesday from the deck of a decommissioned aircraft carrier in the San Francisco Bay Area. Tuesday would be Tuesday, April 2nd. The experiment, which organizers didn't widely announce to avoid public backlash, marks the acceleration of a contentious field of research known as solar radiation modification. The concept involves shooting substances such as aerosols into the sky to reflect sunlight away from the Earth. I'm sure there's no way that could cause any problems, or that such problems would at some point give government a crisis to justify further control over people's lives and to make us pay more of our fair share. The experiment is spraying microscopic salt particles into the air, and the secrecy surrounding its timing caught even some experts off guard. The Coastal Atmospheric Aerosol Research and Engagement, or CARE project, is using specially built sprayers to shoot trillions of sea salt particles into the sky in an effort to increase the density and reflective capacity of marine clouds. The experiment is taking place, when conditions permit, atop the USS Hornet Sea, Air, and Space Museum in Alameda, California, and will run through the end of May, according to a weather modification form the team filed with federal regulators. The experiment follows the termination of a Harvard University experiment last month that, according to another article, was partially funded by the one and only Bill Gates, last month, that planned to inject reflective aerosols into the atmosphere near Sweden before it was canceled after encountering opposition from indigenous groups. Solar radiation modification is controversial because widespread use of technologies like marine cloud brightening could alter weather patterns in unclear ways and potentially limit the productivity of fisheries and farms. Scientific American continues. The University of Washington and Silver Lining, a geoengineering research advocacy group involved in the CARE project, declined interview requests. The mayor of Alameda, where the experiment is being conducted, didn't respond to emailed questions about the project either. The secrecy surrounding the landmark project seems to have been by design, according to the New York Times, which, along with a local newspaper, was granted exclusive access to cover the initial firing of the spray cannons. Now, why would they only invite the New York Times and a local paper and not another publication like, say, I don't know, the Scientific American? It's a mystery. The idea of interfering with nature is so contentious, organizers of Tuesday's test kept the details tightly held, concerned that critics would try to stop them, the Times reported. The White House has also distanced itself from the experiment, which is being conducted with the cooperation of a Smithsonian-affiliated museum. The study plan made no mention of its potential ecological impacts, a key consideration recommended by a 2022 Biden administration marine cloud brightening workshop. So the Biden administration held a marine cloud brightening workshop. That's interesting. I did not know that. Did you? Greg Goldsmith, the Associate Dean for Research and Development at Chapman University, says, "History has shown us that when we insert ourselves into modification of nature, there are always very serious unintended consequences, and therefore it would be prudent to listen to what history has shown and look for consequences." So just to give credit where credit is due, Scientific American apparently reprinted this article from a Politico publication. So this is Scientific American, and for those who aren't familiar, Scientific American has been around since 1845. It is the oldest continuously published magazine in the United States. It has published articles by more than 200 Nobel Prize winners. This is not a publication that is prone to hyperbole or clickbaiting or fear-mongering. So when Scientific American says something like the risks are numerous, that gets my attention.